What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE's plan to destroy AEW. Is TNA up for sale? WWE have a big problem on who will win between Cena and Lesnar. Bad news for Liv Morgan. A WWE legend booed after a Hulk Hogan tribute. R-Truth says his serious character is gone for good. Seth Rollins has a wardrobe malfunction, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at rumors of a TNA up for sale. At top of today's news is a big report that TNA Wrestling may be bought out. Fightful Select is reporting that there's a lot of buzz over TNA being brought out by someone with close ties to TKO and UFC. Another interesting connections are rumors of former UFC owner Lorenzo Fertitta possibly being involved. We're told that his name emerged from meetings this week, and earlier Conrad Thompson posted an anonymous GIF saying Lorenzo. We're told that this was in response to rumors going around in wrestling that Lorenzo Fertitta could, for some reason, be involved in a rumored sale of TNA. Now, his name is interesting due to his links with TKO. Fightful explained in their report on the potential sale that Fertitta is tied to TKO, and he's formerly owned UFC, which is now under the umbrella of TKO. Fertitta did business with Dana White for decades. White is still the UFC president. Now, the rumor of TNA being up for sale was also followed up in the Wrestling Observer, saying, "When asking around about this, we were able to get a WWE source confirm what many had suspected since the working agreement started, and that was the working deal with TNA is similar to the deals WWE had offered various European groups. Of WXW, OTT, Rev Pro, Progress years ago when they offered to allow some European talent on the shows. The deal offered that every company at that time accepted but Rev was that they would also supply tapes of their shows for the WWE network, and that there was a time frame where WWE had the option to purchase the promotion. Yeah, WWE could also swoop in and buy up TNA. The Observer reported WWE has an option for a certain length of time to buy TNA. It's not known if the price was worked out as part of the deal, only with that the European promotions in the past. That price was laid out at the start of the deal. The explanation was that WWE also has a right of first refusal to match any other offers for TNA. But what could also drive up the sale is a TNA TV deal in the works. Now, Sports Illustrated's John Alba filed an exclusive report noting TNA's media rights are on the market and there could be a seismic shift in the wrestling landscape brewing as a result. Alba discussed TNA President Carlos Silva's recent comments that TNA was looking at the media rights deal valued at $10 million a year. There's been talks about TNA shopping around for media rights for quite some time, but judging from Alba's report, there appears to be some substance to these rumors. Silva previously told a takedown on SI that TNA was hoping to have new media rights lined up around Bound for Glory in October. However, in a conversation on Wednesday, he indicated that the recent movement in deals for WWE and UFC has changed the playing field for TNA and led to more conversations scheduled for later this month. The TNA president now claims that there is positive momentum in the negotiations. Now, where TNA could end up is even more interesting. Alba pointed out a Dave Meltzer report that TNA may be picked up by A&E or CW. This is particularly noteworthy due to WWE's relationships with both channels. Add in WWE's working relationship with TNA and you can imagine the speculation, including one rumor that this could lead to TNA running against AEW, as this could be WWE's plan to destroy them. Now, perhaps the biggest takeaway from these rumors is that TNA could end up airing against Dynamite. John Alba mentioned in his report that multiple independent sources tell the takedown on SI that there have at least been discussions of TNA moving to a WWE associated network, and that the company is even open to shifting from Thursday to Wednesday nights to go head-to-head with Dynamite. Dynamite originally faced head-to-head opposition when WWE aired NXT on Wednesday nights, a move that backfired at the time, leading to WWE eventually moving NXT to Tuesday nights. However, much has changed since then thanks to the WWE's renaissance under Triple H and TKO, and some serious fumbles by AEW. However, it's clear that AEW seems to be getting back on track after these misfirings. The few occasions when AEW has gone head-to-head with NXT have been disastrous, leading to discussions about whether AEW could survive against head-to-head competition. Now, if TNA does run against Dynamite, fans should expect lots of crossover appearances on TNA programs from WWE superstars, or at least based on WWE's previous tactics airing against Dynamite. Given WWE's partnership with TNA and WWE's business relationship with A&E and the CW, people are wondering whether this is the latest play in WWE's ongoing campaign against AEW and that TNA has become WWE's cat's paw. Some fans are already discussing whether WWE is working behind the scenes to undermine AEW with this possible deal for TNA. In his report on TNA's potential TV deal, Alba noted, multiple sources believe WWE has some degree of influence in the TNA media rights discussions with a potential partner involved, but Silver said that WWE's relationship with TNA at this juncture has not extended beyond the talent exchange and promotion that viewers have seen throughout 2025. WWE's counter-programming against AEW intensified this year, as seen during the weekend of July's AEW All-In pay-per-view. WWE scheduled 2 PLEs and a Saturday night's main event, a show that featured Bill Goldberg's retirement match, with some fans questioning whether WWE would burn out its fans with so much wrestling content. It was recently commented on the Observer Radio that WWE is trying to establish TNA as the number 2 promotion in wrestling, and that WWE is working to hurt AEW in this way. It was mentioned, there is so much going on that will probably be breaking in the next couple of months when it comes to different things. They really want TNA to become the other promotion because they can control TNA. What do you guys think of TNA running against Dynamite, and what about the rumors of the promotion going up for sale? What's even more interesting is that is in the end of WWE trying to go against AEW in order to sabotage its pay-per-views. According to The Observer, WWE is now working with NBC to attempt to change the final Saturday night's main event of the year from 13th December to 27th December, which is planned to be the Cena retirement show in Boston. However, this is also the same date as AEW World's End. However, on Peacock's end, they're already showing an exclusive NFL game on the 27th of December, so those plans may not happen. What is for certain is that WWE is definitely trying to oppose AEW All Out in Toronto by scheduling the John Cena vs Brock Lesnar match the same day. Next up, bad news for Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan suffered a dislocated shoulder during a June 16, 2025 match on Raw against Kairi Sane. The injury occurred early in the match when she landed awkwardly after a single leg takedown from Sane. Now, whilst Morgan has started her journey to recovery, the recovery could be taking longer than expected. According to PW Insider Elite, the word among numerous WWE sources this week is that Liv Morgan was slated for a new medical evaluation this week to see where things stood out for a recovery from a separated shoulder. There were some who expected her at Raw this week for that process, but we're told that she was not at TV. The hope internally is that Morgan will return to the ring in the beginning of 2026, as long as everything is on schedule. And many people are expecting Liv Morgan to make a surprise return at the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble, leading to a huge ovation. But they have a big problem. Now, has WWE decided who will win the upcoming Brock Lesnar vs John Cena match? You may recall rumors that WWE is planning the PLE to air against AEW's All Out pay-per-view, and that the rumored event will feature Brock Lesnar squaring off against John Cena for the final time ever. Some fans expected to see Lesnar battle Cena at Clash in Paris, but according to The Observer, the main event of the show is Brock Lesnar and John Cena, so it's a big one, which is why Brock's not in Paris, is because of this. They wanted him for this show, not for the Paris show, and that's why Logan Paul got the gig. But the question of who will win is still up in the air, with Cultaholic commenting, while plans are still in place for when Brock Lesnar vs John Cena will take place, a consensus is yet to be reached on who should actually win the match. According to Body Slam, many within WWE want John Cena to go over Brock Lesnar in the match, but some key figures within the company also believe Lesnar should be winning, as it's his first match back following a 2-year hiatus. Now, if Lesnar does win, let's hope it's not a repeat performance of his 2014 SummerSlam match against Cena, where Brock squashed John in one of wrestling's most lopsided championship matches. However, one thing is clear is that John Cena is not picking his last opponent, sensing it's WWE's decision. While speaking on The Tonight Show, he mentioned, No, I've never operated like that. I've always just been kind of reliable, showing up and doing whatever I'm asked. And I really want this tour to be not only special, I want it to be special for the business. My goal has always been to leave WWE better than I found it, so whoever they deem appropriate to get that energy, man, I'm cool with that. Again, this is the second time that John Cena has loosely confirmed that he has no power over the opponents he's chosen for his retirement tour. Next up, a WWE legend booed after Hulk Hogan tribute. Now, many are still mourning the passing of legendary wrestler Hulk Hogan. Whilst fans were definitely respectful during WWE's tribute of the Hulkster, they weren't so kind in Limitless Wrestling. According to The Observer, Tony Atlas reportedly attempted to deliver a eulogy for Hulk Hogan at Limitless Wrestling, but was booed to the point that he gave up. Whilst Atlas was booed here, he was kinda glad that WWE didn't invite him to the Hulk Hogan tribute. I'm kinda glad that they didn't invite me, because then I would have only been there for the money, not for him. Now, it's clear that Atlas wanted to make his own tribute on a different show. R-Truth confirms his serious character is gone for good. And when R-Truth made his shocking return to WWE after just being released, R-Truth was no more. He was now Ron R-Truth Killings, cutting off his locks and becoming a more serious character. However, after only a month, Truth has now dropped the character entirely. While speaking on the Rap Wrestling podcast, he mentioned, "You've had a serious Truth. What more do you want from me? We've had the serious truth. We're on the truth killings. We had the serious truth with the little Jimmy. We've had the serious truth. Everybody wants to see me with that WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's what everybody wants to see. And Truth now calls himself the real definition of the People's Champion, being more popular than ever after the huge uproar in WWE when fans rallied against WWE for making the stupid decision of releasing him. Next up, a wrestler denies retirement. Now his former AEW Women's Champion Dr. Britt Baker living a permanent vacation. Baker hasn't appeared on AEW TV since late 2024, leading to the rumors that she asked out of her AEW deal, which is a story that AEW President Tony Khan scoffed at, promising that Baker would return when the time is right. And now a recent photo of Britt enjoying a stroll on the beach has added fuel to the fire, and a fan commented on the post saying, "So I see you're officially retired." But Britt replied, "Because I'm at the beach in Florida, where I live." And finally, Seth Rollins' wardrobe malfunction. And last but not least, Seth Rollins has been firing on all cylinders of late, including in winning this year's Money in the Bank briefcase and successfully cashing it in against CM Punk to become World Heavyweight Champion. However, Seth's good fortune hit a minor speed bump during an appearance on yesterday on NFL Network's Good Morning Football show. Seth, who was going for a fake football tackle when he squatted down, led to his pants ripping right open. Everyone enjoyed a laugh at Seth's expense, as did everyone on social media. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.